Hey everybody, Tommy Boy here in a Goodwill parking lot. Like always, I wanted to share a quick video and make it pretty clear that we can't do anything without Jesus Christ. You're not going to be able to attract your absolute beautiful wife inside and out without Jesus Christ. You can't make a lot of progress. You can't make any progress without Jesus Christ. He says he's the vine and we are the branches. And without us being connected to him, we can't do anything. So I wanted to first say that. And then I wanted to give a tip for the guys, because I've always been a little different since I was a kid. I've played games and always been able to find the glitches on how to overcome the game in a different way. And so I went through a period in my life where everything was really, just everyone's really robotic. Everyone's afraid to stand out and be themselves. And it makes me really sad that that's the case. But if you're watching this, I want to give you a sweet nugget of wisdom and how you can unlock a part of you that's more beautiful and more authentic. And so the tip is to make small risks every day. Break little rules every single day. I'm going to give you my example, and by no means am I saying you should do this, but I found myself living in a box just like everyone else, right? And I wanted to take big risks and approach and, get to know women that I am interested in, but I wasn't even taking little risks. So my tip to you today is to take a small risk and break a small rule. So what I would do is I'd be driving in the middle of the night and I needed to take a left turn and the light was red, and I'd look around, and normally I just sit there and wait for it to turn green, even though it doesn't make sense to wait. Nobody's even up right now. I would just blow the red light. And so that gave me like this sense of like, wow, a little bit of risky behavior. Now, I'm not telling you to do that, but somewhere in your life, I want you to break the mold a little bit. So that way, when you try to break the mold in a big way, it's not such a big deal because you've already been putting the reps in, okay? So I want to recommend that right now. I think it's going to be very valuable for you. I find myself taking bigger and bigger and bigger risks, and it's starting to become very natural to me. And I hate to say it, but I let this part of my life just kind of fade away, and I suppressed it. But I wanted to give you a little more woman attraction story. I just left this Goodwill, and there was a really cute, really well-dressed brunette girl, and she was trying on things in the mirror. And I thought, how can I take a risk, So I went to the mirror that she was using, and I put on this button-up shirt. And I actually was interested in the button-up shirt, and there was only one mirror. So I just kind of went a little bit behind her. I wasn't like creepy. I was like a little behind her, and she kind of knew. She's like, oh yeah. Like she was in between getting a different piece of clothing on, and we're fully clothed, by the way. So I went up to her and did that. I killed two birds with one stone because I actually did want to try that shirt on. And then later I'm in the checkout aisle, a couple, like not even like a minute later, and all of a sudden she comes right next to me and she's like looking at items, and I could tell she was like playing with her hair, and she was really happy that I think when you let women, you be a little risky around women and you show them your interest, it makes them feel beautiful, man. Like, what girl doesn't want to feel desired and beautiful? Like, don't be a creep. Don't be a creep, but find a way to like to go out, and if you see a beautiful girl, in a subtle way, let her know, like, hey, I think you're beautiful. And whether it works out between you or not, that girl I might never ever see again, but she's gonna have a little pep in her step that, somebody thought she was beautiful today. And it's like, dude, you're taking a risk, you're making somebody feel good, and I just think it's a good positive loop cycle. And I see a lot of guys, and everyone's so scared to take risks, and I get it. I've been there. Like I've said, I'm not some dating coach, dude. I haven't been on a date in a long time, but right now I am attracting and befriending, and I'm in the process of building my nucleus of women that I want to see and get to know and date, and while I find my spouse, you know what I mean? And meanwhile, I'm working on myself. I'm working on my new business. and it's just a positive thing. So I wanted to share this real big nugget. Do not sleep on it. Take little risks every single day. Bye now.